The Great Hall of the Galactic Alliance was busy. Aliens from all over the galaxy were there. They came in many shapes and colors. Some had fur, others had scales. Some were tall, others were short. But they all shared one thing. They were here for the yearly meeting. Jae-hoon, the Centauri ambassador, sat at his desk. He was blue-skinned with large round eyes. His 4 arms moved quickly as he wrote notes. The meeting was boring, as usual. Leaders talked about trade, laws, and other dull things. Suddenly, a loud beep came from the big screen at the front of the room. Everyone looked up, surprised. The screen usually showed stars and planets. But now, it showed something new. "What's that?" someone shouted. Jae-hoon stood up, his eyes wide. On the screen was a huge ship. It was unlike any he had ever seen. It was black and sleek, with strange markings on its side. It moved towards them fast. The room got very noisy. Aliens started talking all at once. Some were scared, others were angry. No one knew what this ship was, or where it came from. "Quiet," shouted Maicha, the head of the Alliance. She was small but had a loud voice. "We need to stay calm." But it was hard to stay calm. The ship was getting closer. It was bigger than any ship in the Alliance fleet. Its guns were huge and looked very powerful. "Is it a new Zorgax weapon?" asked a furry alien named Kwansu. The Zorgax were known for making big ships. "No," said Ta-1, the Alliance's top soldier. "This is nothing like Zorgax tech. This is new." The room got quiet. New was scary. New meant unknown. In a galaxy where everyone thought they knew everything, unknown was terrifying. "Can we talk to them?" asked Suyeon, a tall, thin alien with 6 eyes. Maicha nodded and pressed a button. "Unknown ship, this is the Galactic Alliance. Please identify yourself." Everyone held their breath. Would the ship answer? Would it attack? Seconds felt like hours as they waited. Then, a voice came through the speakers. It was clear and strong. "This is Captain Sumin of the Earth ship Thunderbolt. We come in peace." Earth? No one had heard of Earth. Whispers filled the room. Where was Earth? Who were these people? "Earth?" Maicha asked. "We don't know of any planet called Earth. Where are you from?" There was a pause. Then Captain Sumin spoke again. "We are from a planet in what you call the Sol system. We have been watching your alliance for some time. We decided it was time to say hello." The aliens looked at each other, confused and scared. The Sol system was in a part of the galaxy no one had explored. It was thought to be empty. How did you build such a ship?" Ta-1 asked. He couldn't hide the awe in his voice. "We have had to protect ourselves," Sumin said. "Our history is long and often violent. But we have learned. We have grown. And now we wish to join your community of worlds." The room exploded with noise again. Join the Alliance. This unknown species with their huge ship. Some aliens shouted yes, excited by the idea. Others yelled no, afraid of what these humans might do. Jae-hoon watched the ship on the screen. It was beautiful in a scary way. He felt a mix of fear and excitement. The galaxy was about to change, he knew. Nothing would be the same after today. Maicha raised her hands, calling for quiet. "Captain Sumin," she said, her voice shaking a little. We welcome you. Please send a team to meet with us. We have much to discuss." "Thank you," Sumin replied. "We look forward to meeting you all." The call ended. The room was quiet for a moment. Then everyone started talking at once. The yearly meeting was forgotten. A new age had begun. The humans had arrived, and the Galactic Alliance would never be the same. The big room was full of noise. Aliens from all over the galaxy talked fast and loud. Some were scared. Others were excited. All of them wanted to see the humans. Maicha, the Alliance leader, tried to keep everyone calm. "Please," she said, "we must be ready. The humans will be here soon. Just then, the doors opened. 5 humans walked in. They looked strange to the aliens. They had no fur, no scales, just smooth skin. They walked on 2 legs and had 2 arms. Their faces were flat with small noses and eyes. The room got very quiet. All eyes were on the humans. Captain Su-min was in front. She was tall for a human, with short black hair. Her uniform was dark blue with shiny badges. She smiled at the aliens, showing white teeth. "Greetings," she said. Her voice was clear and strong. "We are honored to be here." Maicha stepped forward. She was much shorter than Su-min. "Welcome to the Galactic Alliance," she said. "We have many questions." Su-min nodded. "Of course, we are here to answer them." Taeduan, the Alliance's top soldier, spoke up. "Your ship," he said. "It's very powerful. Why do you need such a big warship?" The aliens all looked at Su-min. They wanted to know too. Su-min's smile faded a little. "Our history is long and hard," she said. "We had many wars on our world. We learned to be strong to survive." The aliens whispered to each other. Wars? On their own world. It was hard to understand. "But we don't want war," Su-min said quickly. "We want peace. We want to be friends." Jae-hoon, the Blue Centauri, asked a question. "How did you find us?" "We didn't know about Earth." One of the other humans stepped forward. He was shorter than Su-min, with glasses on his face. "I can answer that," he said. "I'm Dr. Min-jae, chief scientist of the Thunderbolt." Dr. Min-jae held up a small device. It showed a map of the galaxy. "We found strange signals," he said. "We followed them. They led us to you." The aliens looked amazed. Humans could do that. "But why come now?" asked Su-yeon, the 6-eyed alien. "Why not before?" Su-min answered. "We wanted to be ready," she said. "We didn't want to seem weak. We wanted to show we could be good allies." The room was quiet. The aliens thought about this. Humans were strong. They were smart. They could be good friends or dangerous enemies. Maicha spoke again. "Captain Su-min, we need to talk more. But first, will you show us your ship?" Su-min smiled big. "Of course. We'd be happy to." The aliens got excited. They all wanted to see inside the Thunderbolt. "We can take a small group," Su-min said. "Who wants to come?" Many aliens raised their hands, or tentacles, or wing flaps. Maicha chose a few, herself, Ta-won, Jae-hoon, and Su-yeon. As they left, the other aliens talked fast. What would they see? What secrets did the humans have? On the way to the ship, Jae-hoon walked next to Su-min. "Captain," he said softly, "are there more ships like yours?" Su-min looked at him. Her eyes were kind but strong. "Yes," she said. "Many more." Jae-hoon felt a shiver. Humans were more powerful than they thought. They reached the Thunderbolt. It was huge, bigger than any Alliance ship. It was black and shiny, like a big space animal. "Welcome aboard," Su-min said. The door opened with a soft hiss. The aliens looked at each other. They were about to see things no non-human had ever seen. They were excited and a little scared. As they stepped inside, they knew everything was about to change. The humans were here, and the galaxy would never be the same. The alien group stepped into the Thunderbolt. Their eyes grew wide. The inside of the ship was amazing. It was clean and bright. Lights blinked everywhere. Strange machines hummed softly. "This way," said Captain Su-min. She led them down a long hall. Tae-won, the Alliance's top soldier, looked at everything closely. He saw things he didn't understand. The ship seemed very advanced. They came to a big room. It was full of screens and buttons. People sat at desks, working hard. "This is our bridge," Su-min said. "We control the whole ship from here." Maicha, the Alliance leader, was impressed. "It's very organized," she said. A young woman came up to them. She had long black hair and bright eyes. "Hello," she said. "I'm Yanji, the ship's engineer." Sudian, the six-eyed alien, looked excited. "Can you tell us how the ship works?" she asked. Yanji smiled. "Of course, our ship uses a special engine. It bends space to move very fast." The aliens looked confused. "Bend space? How was that possible?" Yanji saw their confusion. She took out a small device. It showed a 3D map of the galaxy. "Watch this," she said. The map changed. It showed the Thunderbolt moving, but it didn't go through space. Instead, space moved around it. "We call it the fold drive," Yanji said. "It lets us go very far, very fast." The aliens were amazed. This was beyond anything they had. Next, they went to see the weapons. Taiwan was very interested in this part. They saw huge guns, bigger than houses. They saw strange missiles that could think for themselves. They even saw shields that could stop almost anything. "Why do you need all this?" Jae-hoon asked. He looked worried. Su-min's face got serious. "We hope we never have to use them," she said. "But if we do, we'll be ready." The tour went on. They saw the sleeping areas where the crew lived. They were small but comfortable. They saw the food area where strange Earth foods were made. But the most amazing part was the AI room. It was cool and dark. In the middle was a big blue light. "This is ARIA," Su-min said. "Our ship's brain." The blue light flickered. A soft voice came from everywhere. "Hello, visitors," it said. "Welcome to the Thunderbolt." The aliens were shocked. The AI sounded so real, so alive. "Araria helps us run the ship," Yanji explained. "She can think faster than any of us." Maicha stepped forward. "Araria," she said, "what do you think of us aliens?" There was a pause. Then Aria spoke. "You are different from humans," she said. "But difference is good. Together, we can learn much." The aliens felt better after hearing this. Maybe humans and their AIs were friendly after all. As the tour ended, the aliens were quiet. They had seen so much. The human ship was amazing. It was powerful. It was smart. Back in the main room, Taiwan spoke to Su-min. "Your ship is impressive," he said. "But tell me, how many more do you have?" Su-min looked at him. Her eyes were kind but strong. "Many," she said. "But we don't want to scare you. We want to be friends." The aliens looked at each other. They knew things had changed. Humans were not just new. They were powerful. They could be great friends or dangerous enemies. As they left the Thunderbolt, each alien fought hard. What would this mean for the galaxy? What would happen next? One thing was sure. The age of humans had begun, and nothing would ever be the same again. News of the human warship spread fast. In just one day, every planet in the Galactic Alliance knew about it. Everyone was talking about the humans and their amazing ship. On the Alliance space station, things were very busy. Aliens from all over came to see the Thunderbolt. They couldn't go inside, but they could look at it from far away. In the big meeting room, Ambassador Maicha was having a hard time. She had to talk to leaders from many planets. They all wanted to know about the humans. "Please, one at a time," Maicha said. She looked tired. Her purple skin was a bit pale. A big hairy alien named Da-hyun spoke first. He was from a planet of warriors. "These humans are strong," he said. "We should make them our friends before they become our enemies." Many aliens nodded. They agreed with Da-hyun. But not everyone felt the same. A small green alien named Yunseo stood up. She was from a planet of thinkers. "We don't know enough about them," she said. "What if they want to take over?" The room got noisy. Some aliens shouted that humans were dangerous. Others said humans could help them. Maicha tried to keep everyone calm. It wasn't easy. She wished Captain Su-min was there to answer questions, But Su Min and her crew were busy on their ship. Just then, a message came in. It was from a small planet called Zin 4. They wanted human protection. They were scared of their big neighbor, the Vorn Empire. "You see," said Dahyun, "small planets already want human help. This could change everything." He was right. If humans protected small planets, it would change how the galaxy worked. Big empires like the Vorn might get angry. Maicha didn't know what to do. She needed help. She called for Jaehoon, the Blue Centauri. He was good at solving problems. Jaehoon came in. He looked worried. "It's not just Zin 4, he said. 10 other planets have asked for human protection. And the Vorn Empire is very angry." Maicha felt scared. This was happening too fast. "What do the humans say?" she asked. "They haven't answered yet," Jaehoon said. "They say they need time to think." Just then, another message came in. This one was from Earth. More human ships were coming. They wanted to meet aliens from all over the galaxy. The room got very quiet. More human ships. Some aliens looked happy. Others looked scared. "We need to decide what to do," Maicha said. "Should we welcome these ships? Should we tell them to stay away?" No one knew what to say. This was a big decision. It could change the galaxy forever. Yun Seo spoke again. "Maybe we should learn more about Earth first," she said. "We need to know their history, their plans." Many aliens agreed. Knowledge was important. "Okay," said Maicha. "We'll ask Captain Su Min to tell us more about Earth, but we need to decide soon. The galaxy is changing, and we must be ready." As the meeting ended, aliens left in small groups. They talked in low voices. Some were excited. Some were scared. All of them knew that tomorrow would be very important. Outside, the Thunderbolt floated in space. It looked peaceful, but inside, Captain Su Min and her crew were busy. They were getting ready to tell their story. The story of Earth and why they had come to the stars. The galaxy held its breath, waiting to hear what the humans would say. Would it be a story of peace or a story of war? Soon, everyone would know. The big meeting room was full again. Aliens from all over the galaxy sat quietly. They were waiting for Captain Su Min to speak. Today, they would learn about Earth. Su Min stood at the front. She looked calm, but her eyes were serious. Next to her was a tall man with gray hair. This was Sung Ho, the ship's historian. "Friends," Su Min began, "today we will tell you about our home, Earth. Our story is long and not always happy, but it is important for you to know." The room was very quiet. Everyone wanted to hear. Sung Ho stepped forward. He touched a button, and a big screen lit up. It showed a beautiful blue and green planet. "This is Earth," he said. "For a long time, we thought we were alone in the universe. We fought many wars among ourselves." The screen changed. It showed old pictures of battles. Tanks, planes, and soldiers filled the images. Many aliens looked scared. But Sung Ho continued, "We also did great things. We cured diseases. We explored our world. We even went to our moon." Now the screen showed doctors helping people, ships crossing oceans, and a human walking on a gray, rocky place. An alien raised a hand. It was Yun Seo, the small green thinker. "If you fought so much, how did you unite?" she asked. Su Min nodded. "A good question. It happened because of a big problem." Sung Ho changed the screen again. Now it showed a dirty, smoky Earth. "We were hurting our planet," he said. "The air was bad. The water was dirty. It was getting too hot." Many aliens nodded. They knew about planet problems. "We had a choice," Su Min said. "Work together or die together. We chose to work together." The screen changed again. It showed people from all over Earth shaking hands, hugging, working together. "It wasn't easy," Sung Ho said. "But we did it. We cleaned our air and water. We made new, clean ways to make energy. We became one Earth. Now the screen showed the Earth again, but it looked clean and beautiful. As we fixed our world, Sumin continued, we looked to the stars. We wanted to explore. We wanted to find others like us. The aliens listened closely. This was the part they wanted to hear. We built ships, Sungho said. Big ships, fast ships, ships that could protect us if we met someone unfriendly. The screen showed the Thunderbolt and other ships like it. But we don't want war, Sumin said quickly. We want peace. We want to learn. We want to be friends. The room was quiet for a moment. Then Dahyun, the big hairy alien, spoke up. You said you united Earth. How? Do you have one leader? Sumin smiled. No, we have many leaders. We have a thing called democracy. People choose their leaders. Different places have different leaders, but we all work together for Earth. Many aliens looked confused. This was very different from how they did things. Another alien, a tall one with 4 arms, asked, "But why are you so advanced? How did you do all this so fast?" Sungho answered this one. We had to be fast. Our planet was dying. We had to think of new ideas. We had to work hard. We learned to do things quickly and well. As Sungho and Sumin continued to answer questions, the aliens began to understand. Humans were not just strong. They were survivors. They had faced big problems and won. Some aliens were impressed. Others were still worried. But all of them knew that humans were special. They had done something amazing. They had saved their world and reached the stars. As the meeting ended, many aliens stayed to talk. They wanted to know more. They wanted to understand these strange, impressive humans. And the humans were happy to share. They knew that this was just the beginning. A new chapter in Earth's story was starting. A chapter that included the whole galaxy. The days after the humans shared their history were very busy. The Galactic Alliance was split. Some aliens wanted to be friends with humans. Others were scared of them. Everyone was talking about what to do. In the big meeting room, arguments were loud. Maicha, the alliance leader, tried to keep everyone calm. It wasn't easy. We should welcome the humans, shouted Dahyun, the big hairy alien. They are strong. They can help us. But Eumseo, the small green thinker, didn't agree. We don't know enough, she said. What if they try to take over? The room got very noisy. Aliens were yelling at each other. Some even looked like they might fight. Just then, Admiral Tawan walked in. He had been studying the human ship. Everyone got quiet to hear what he would say. The humans are very advanced, Tawan said. Their ships are faster than ours. Their weapons are stronger. But they say they want peace. The room was silent. Then Tawan said something that shocked everyone. I think we should make a military alliance with the humans, he said. The room exploded with noise. A military alliance. With aliens they just met. It was a big idea. Some aliens loved it. Yes, they shouted. With humans helping us, we'll be safe from any enemy. But others hated the idea. No, they yelled. We can't trust them with our safety. Maicha looked worried. The alliance had never been so divided. She didn't know what to do. Then, a new voice spoke up. It was Jisoo, a young diplomat from a peaceful planet. She was small and blue with big eyes. Friends, Jisoo said, why don't we ask the humans what they want? Maybe they have ideas we haven't thought of. Everyone stopped shouting. It was a good idea. They had been so busy arguing, they forgot to ask the humans what they thought. Maicha nodded. Jisoo is right, she said. Let's invite Captain Sumin to speak. Soon, Sumin arrived. She looked around the room and saw all the angry faces, but she didn't look scared. She looked sad. We didn't come here to cause trouble, Sumin said. We came to learn and to help. We don't want to join your military or change how you do things. We just want to be part of your community. Many aliens looked surprised. They thought humans wanted to be in charge. But Su-min seemed honest. What about protecting small planets? Someone asked. Some planets asked for your help. Su-min nodded. We will help if asked, she said, but we won't force anyone to do anything. We believe in letting people choose for themselves. This made some aliens happy, but others were still worried. How can we trust you? Yun-seo asked. You have such big ships and strong weapons. Su-min thought for a moment. Then she had an idea. What if we show you how to make some of our technology? She said, not the weapons, but things that can help people, like our clean energy machines or our medical tools. The room got quiet. This was a big offer. Humans were willing to share their advanced technology. Many aliens started to look excited. Even Yun-seo seemed interested. We could learn so much, Ji-soo said. Think of how we could help people all over the galaxy. Slowly, the mood in the room began to change. Aliens who were arguing before started to talk calmly. They were thinking about the good things that could happen if they worked with humans. But some were still unsure. This was a big decision. It would change everything. As the meeting ended, Maicha stood up. We need time to think, she said. Tomorrow, we will vote. We will decide if humans can join our alliance. Everyone left the room thinking hard. Tomorrow would be a very important day. The future of the whole galaxy would be decided. And the humans waited, hoping they had done enough to make new friends in this big, strange galaxy. The day of the big vote had come. Aliens from all over the galaxy gathered in the huge meeting room. Today, they would decide if humans could join the Galactic Alliance. The room was very quiet. Everyone felt nervous. This vote would change everything. Maicha, the alliance leader, stood up. Her purple skin looked pale. Friends, she said, today we make a big choice. We will vote on letting humans join us. She looked at Captain Su-min, who sat quietly with her crew. Humans have shown us they are strong, Maicha continued. But they say they want peace. Now we must choose. Do we trust them? The voting started. One by one, aliens from each planet voted. Some said yes right away. Others took a long time to decide. Da-hyun, the big hairy alien, voted yes. Humans will make us stronger, he said. Yun-seo, the small green thinker, surprised everyone by voting yes too. We can learn from them, she said, and they can learn from us. Hours passed. The room was tense. No one knew what would happen. Finally, the last vote was cast. Maicha looked at the results. The room was so quiet, you could hear a pin drop. Maicha took a deep breath. The vote is done, she said. By a small number, we have decided. Humans will join the Galactic Alliance. The room exploded with noise. Some aliens cheered. Others looked worried. But everyone knew this was a big moment in galaxy history. Su-min stood up. She looked happy but serious. Thank you for trusting us, she said. We promise to be good friends and helpers to all in the Alliance. Maicha nodded. But, she said, humans will be on. What's the word? Ah yes, probation. For 1 year, you will show us you can be good Alliance members. Su-min agreed. It was fair. Humans would have to prove themselves. Then, Ji-soo, the young blue diplomat, had an idea. Captain Su-min, she said, why don't you take your ship on a tour? Visit Alliance worlds. Let everyone meet humans. Su-min's eyes lit up. That's a great idea, she said. We'd love to meet everyone and show we want to be friends. Many aliens liked this plan. Even those who voted no seemed interested in meeting humans. Maicha smiled. Then it's decided, she said. The Thunderbolt will tour Alliance worlds, and humans will start sharing some of their technology with us. The room buzzed with excitement. Aliens started making plans. Who would the humans visit first? What would they teach? There was so much to do. As the meeting ended, aliens left in groups. Many went to talk to the humans. They were curious about Earth and human ways. Su Min and her crew were busy answering questions. They showed pictures of Earth, told stories about human life, and explained their technology. Jae-hoon, the Blue Centauri, watched all this with a smile. He turned to Mai-cha. "It's amazing," he said. "Yesterday, we didn't know humans existed. Today, they're our newest members." Mai-cha nodded. "The galaxy is changing," she said. "I hope it's for the better." Outside the station, the Thunderbolt floated in space. Soon, it would start its grand tour. It would visit strange new worlds, meet amazing aliens, and show everyone what humans were like. As night fell on the space station, excitement filled the air. A new age was beginning. Humans and aliens would work together, learn from each other, and explore the galaxy. No one knew what would happen next. There would be challenges for sure, but there would also be wonderful new things to discover. The galaxy was bigger now, and more interesting. And it was all because a human ship appeared one day, surprising everyone and changing everything forever. The adventure was just beginning.